Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Team Aster versus TNC Game 1, Group A, loser matchup. Loser of this series going to that lower bracket, best of one, eliminations. Scary, scary stuff. Saw both these teams yesterday. First match is up today. We'll see what we've got. Zyori joined again by Trent. What's up, big dog?
I love this this format of the all condensed, all group, and we get to watch the whole thing together. I really love this. I feel like I'm getting to know TNC and Aster. I'm getting to know Nigma and Fnatic. It's great. So TNC, their one win versus Nigma. That was the IO first, and they looked really good that game. IO first pick overall, covering the whole map. Had this like pick off potential constantly over and over and over. They kept grabbing Weehaw and Miracle and Mind Control, and the Warlock Golem wasn't enough to bring them down or stop their double bubble combo of the Static Storm and the Chronosphere. Extremely well played game. Game 2, it looked like they might get it, and then Nigma ended up taking the victory, and then they just got absolutely slaughtered in Game 3.
Hey, there he is.
I think Tree was banned in oh yeah, that's right, that was our last series had 0 Treant Protector, and then we went to the next series and he started getting banned, and we were like, oh yeah, where was Tree this morning? So he will make his appearance. I think the first Treant we've seen, right?
I think so. I don't think we cast him at all yesterday, so
no, I don't think so. So Group A's first Treant Protector, still a very obnoxious hero to try and play against, even with some of the nerfs he's received.
Yep, a lot of utility, sets up for other heroes, hits really hard. Has some of that. It feels like Elder Titan in some ways. You know, bullies very early on, but can still do a lot of stuff late game. Omni Knight Rubik now for Aster.
So double thought process here, I think. Number one, TNC know that they're either going to get Omni Knight or Abba, because Aster aren't going to pick both, more than likely. So they'll take the Treant first, but then knowing that, Aster then take the Omni Knight and the Rubik. So the Rubik, very good versus the Omni Knight, but also very good versus the Abba. So if they want to go back for that Abba, now it's like, it's kind of annoying. So instead, they're going to commit for the Morphling for one of those position 1 heroes that's most likely going to get banned out in the second phase, and also a pretty good hero versus the Omni Knight, because you can just morph into him, give yourself Heavenly Grace, and then keep fighting.
Sure. Shen still makes it through.
The classics falling off a little bit for TNC. They don't necessarily like rush it every single game anymore.
Yeah. How much do you care about Elder Titan versus Morphling? It's a counter, sort of. Is it worth banning if you're TNC?
I mean, there's probably more important heroes. I would say Slark and PL are the more important ones, so that's why they're gonna ban those two out, I would assume. ET's still like okay, but I think the other two are just like way better core-on-core matchups. The other question mark would be the OD, I suppose, because that's also still in. I probably would have banned... I guess the Slark can actually do okay versus the Treant too. That's the real issue. I would have been tempted to just ban PL and OD if I pick a morph like this, but they felt like the Slark was better versus the Treant Protector. I would ban the PL and just not worry about the OD and the ET.
So weird seeing back-to-back games where PL looks untouchable god tier status, and then a game after that where he's #1 on net worth and doesn't really look that scary. Very good against the Morphling though.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they go for it. They will indeed ban out the OD.
I like the OD ban. Timber Saw.
10 seconds remaining.
It's kind of an interesting ban from Aster. Can't say we've seen too much Timber. I think we saw him in one game yesterday.
Yeah, that does sound right. Yeah, because he had a really good angle on one of the Timber chains, I remember. I think it was Aster that faced it. No, it wasn't actually. I'm not sure who played it. Someone played it. Oh yeah, it was TNC who played it. Duh. Hence why Aster are banning it.
Radiant team.
And they'll also take out the Brewmaster. Again, this idea, Aster were the ones who banned it versus Fnatic as well when they had the Omni Knight. So they still respect the Mass Dispel versus the Guardian Angel.
Dire team pick.
Keeper of the
Wow.
Who is this guy?
Wow. Forgotten about support. I'm a big fan of Coddle. I think he still is pretty scary. He reminds me of CM a little bit. He scales so well. If you ever get the refresher, that ultimate is devastating. The Aghanims is still really good. You can do a lot in the lanes.
I think
Blind is really annoying.
the most frustrating thing about him is that you actually can't kill the Wisp. Like, you just have to leave the area. I don't even know why you're supposed to, like, why does it even have health? It's like impossible to kill it with how often it keeps stunning you. So that does make it a little bit annoying for Morphling because he's someone who really wants a lot of free flow with his buttons. And just being like dragged down by that sleep can be obnoxious. It's also kind of cool versus Tree because the big AoE destroys all the trees as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be good in certain team fights.
Pretty situational, but maybe a small edge.
Now, I think we'll get a Tim's hero. I feel like this is probably a March Tree. But that could change depending on with this Morphling. The lane pressure is going to be Omni Rubik. So Tree would have a bit of a rough time, but they could just pick a Tim's hero that can like rotate a little bit, like spend some time there.
Tim still play Earth Spirit at all? Talk about dead heroes.
Yeah, I don't think he's worth picking in a lot of situations.
They grab Puck instead, something with a lot more utility and damage. They've got good setup now with the Treant and Puck combo.
So they'll probably... Oh, they actually banned the Venge. Okay. Thought they'd go Venge next.
Yeah, that Earth Shaker's also still lingering around. You mentioned a couple times that that's still a combo with Morphling, even though it's been nerfed some.
That is true. And TNC do love
10
it.
seconds remaining.
Definitely a KP hero. I mean, they were the ones that were messing around with it in pubs.
5
Still playing it.
Yeah.
And it still looked busted.
I mean, they're both individually good heroes as well. That's the thing about that combo. Now, what's it going to be for Aster? They do have 10th pick.
Well, the PL was the big one that was still sticking out, but now they've taken that Puck, possibly to try and dissuade it. Because PL doesn't really like playing versus Puck that much. You get rooted and suddenly you're just kind of stuck. Or not rooted, rather, but leashed. Obviously much better.
Are there any other go-tos against Morphling? Aside from that OD, Slark, well.
Night Stalker.
Oh, Aster bringing it out.
Night Stalker.
Not a lot of teams willing to rock this hero.
He's real annoying, though. And I assume he's going to be core, and it's one of these snowbally heroes that can play really fast against a Morphling.
I think they were the only team to play it at Singapore. Because I remember there being a game, and I'm pretty sure it was them. Maybe some other teams played it too, but I know Aster played it. And I was like, whoa, they just like first two'd it with Coddle. So they like this combination here. Very interesting. And that's probably going to be the position 1. So he's going to be farming it up here. Tends to go for like just rush the Aghanims. And it lets them play like a super fast gameplay. Like SCCC just starts playing hyper aggressive. So the OD's banned out already. We were talking about like, these heroes versus Morphling. So we need another mid hero that's good versus Morphling. It's probably going to be Lina, I would guess. That they'll ban out. And TNC, well, they're just going to pick the same stuff they've been picking. Puck Beastmaster.
Well, some vision game.
Yep. What are they missing then? So there's going to be KP Beastmaster, probably Tim's on the Puck, I think. Although it could be RML too, honestly. It could just be a mid-Puck. Mid-Puck would be nice, because like, you don't really want to support Puck when you know these guys are going to be running at you.
Yeah. I still like
Puck could actually fight.
It plays a pretty good tempo, does a lot of damage, doesn't really lose many matchups. It's a very stable mid laner.
Yeah. So some, like the Tim's Tiny would be kind of okay. They need someone that can abuse this like Night Stalker just like running in at you.
Dire team ban.
And they will ban the Tiny. You know, a Tim's Puck and a Kunkka would be kind of cool. I feel like Kunkka would synergize well with their draft. They'd have vision for like the X's, like the Night Stalker runs in and you just X them. I guess they can like kind of protect from the delayed stuns of the Tort and everything with the Heavenly Grace.
It would be nice to see them grab a hero that can really play around the vision from Beastmaster.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team.
Ban out the Templars.
TA instead of the Lane, eh?
Someone she plays pretty fast too, I suppose. Night Stalker. Good call on the Kunkka though, bud.
I love it. Alrighty.
Okay. Well,
All right, now they're gonna pick Lena and everything is fine.
Dream Coil Boat, fun combo. A lot of ways to start fights. Primal Roar, Preent, X's. I'm in. I dig on this TNC. I like.
What about Magnus? Oh, he's banned. Damn it. Oh, this was such good. I mean, that makes sense that he's banned. This would be a completely broken Magnus game right now.
5 seconds
They
remaining.
need fast damage. They need like a Queen of Pain-esque type hero. Not her against Kunkka. I'm not so sure about that. But somebody who's kind of mobile that can do a lot of damage.
Ember is still in, actually. I thought he might have been banned.
Yeah? Okay.
I think I like the burst damage of the Lena, though. I think they need just a little bit more, like, oomph. Try and just blow up this Morphling. Like, to get the silence from the Night Stalker, have that extra reach. Ember's okay, though. Ember would be acceptable.
Storm Spirit.
Okay, that's reach and a little bit of burst, and it gives them some more late game, too. So if they, like, secure the early game, this really gives them a complete all-game answer to the Morphling.
Yes. And with Omni Knight, I think this Storm is a little bit more stomachable. Talk about how much Heavenly Grace enables heroes, and Storm is definitely one of them. Not to mention Coddle, giving him extra mana. Also quite nice on Storm Spirit. Very interesting draft from Aster. I think I've got to go with TNC if I'm judging on draft alone. I think they've just got a lot of ways to start fights, some good 4+1. They should be able to protect this Morphling until Gabby hits critical mass.
Yeah, I think I really want to see the laning setups too here. Like, how effective can the Treant be with the setup they've given him? How about that tree set there? He's got Hedwig. I think that's the name of it.
Tim's Puck, huh?
Bit of a weird Beastmaster game too. The only thing that I was kind of hesitating about the Kunkka was it would be like kind of double control out of both the almost like triple really, or I guess kind of quad. It's like I feel like I see 4 heroes that they have that like one big stun that they like to have a lot of follow-up after. Like a core puck tends to have a little bit more damage than the support puck, but obviously the coil's the big thing, and then you got the roar. But if the Kunkka goes a little bit more into the damage build this game, I think that would be nice. Not like a bunch of auras and like worrying about the X torrent combos, but getting some good cleave damage out there.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Blade could be an option.
That would be wild.
Nice positioning tool for the Kunkka. It would be wild. Maybe I've just been watching too many 23 Savage games.
I think you have. Wow, 175 and 58 on Storm Spirit in his pubs. Damn. Look at this, 121, 102 on the puck.
I have nightmares about getting matched against players like that.
Yeah, you see that little number pop up? Man, I'd be sweating if I was Tim's and I just got compared like that. Damn.
Prepare for battle.
Storm's definitely my go-to ban. Few things more frustrating than a farm Storm Spirit own in a game.
I mean, there was definitely like a 2-year period where you basically just banned Storm or Tinker every game, it felt like. Just like, please, no. I don't want to play against those heroes.
Yeah, it's true. You can't complain about Storm too much now. He has been nerfed quite a bit compared to where he used to be.
He's still pretty damn good, though.
Up top for Aster.
Remember High Ground Shrines with Storm? That was something.
Oh yeah.
That was really good. And there were like no penalties for buyback. Oh my god.
I do like this Treant set. I feel like this came straight out of the Book of El Minor.
It really did, doesn't it? It's very thematic. And, well, they have gotten the right lane here. I love doing this when I play position 5. I just buy the Quelling Blade. Right at the start of the game. and just start ruining Tree's life. This is the ultimate counter to Tree and Protector. Also, do you see me Trees he just killed there? Because he Blinding Light pushed him? Dude, Bobica knows the answer. That was sick. When people land at a Blinding Light, they break trees.
Yeah, that's... He went right for it. It makes perfect sense. Look at them, dude. They're relentless with they're loggers.
Yeah, Tim's has to come up here.
Begins.
At some point now. I don't know. I guess really what March just becomes a pull bot. His only role in life now.
Aster with the bounty rune advantage, Trent.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this Coddle. He went headdress at the start. Dare I say he's ready to trade blows.
He's ready to snipe couriers is what he's ready to do.
That's true.
333 movement speed. I would not be expecting this. Oh no!
Oh no! Is he gonna cancel it?
No.
Oh.
Damn. Almost had it too.
2 more seconds.
Oh, well. Had to get down here.
Now, is it worth if he saw the courier? Is it worth it to cancel?
I mean, Coddle is really fast, but probably not.
I don't. Yeah, it's a tough call.
Courier kills aren't that big of a deal. It was only a fairy fire. It comes back pretty fast this early.
You get a little bit of gold.
Dude, March is just getting like taken out of existence here. Some serious deforestation happening here.
Mid lane off to a great start for the Storm. See if Armel can grab these last hits and level it out, and he will. So even spread.
Even March is tangled with trees now. You gotta go get some less value trees, dude. Nice deny though. That's one thing. Even without trees, you still got the big punch.
91 with no stat items.
Gonna have a hard time making use of it though. Like Fade is not gonna get punched.
Yeah, Fade is pretty unrelenting here. He's just laying into him. He's got March down to 50% HP almost.
Yeah, what a difference killing all the trees makes. Just like ruins this guy's lanes. Oh, he got punched. I was wrong. It happened. Oh, mid lane.
Storm caught by a torrent.
Yeah. Putting the hurt on him. And that's going to be a regen room. So no torrent to spam out in time, though.
Still big just to deny it away from the Storm.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
I feel like his bottom must be on the way, and indeed it is. So Tron doing just fine. 12 and 4. And getting the wave under his tower right there. Protects himself. Ooh, that was a max damage tower shot, looked like. A bit rough.
That'll take the wind from their
now
sails.
Another minute and a half before he'll get another bottle chance there. So
still quite even. And bottom lane, SCCC doing just fine. Racking up the last hits. Battle even with the Morphlane. Very comparable laning stage. Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, as expected, eventually Tree will die because he can't do anything.
Whoopsie. Yeah, they chase him down.
That, oh god, this feels so bad as a Tree and Protector. You actually have nothing you can do. At the same time down bottom, they were kind of duking it out there as Tim's is trying to get as much right-click damage as he can onto the Coddle. Coddle only with the 2 armor, so trying to bully him through that regen. And at this point in the game, Night Stalker's nothing but a creep until the first night, so you don't really want to give him this free farm, but as a Beastmaster, just not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah.
Just keep summoning the board, try and put pressure on just like this when the wave has a little bit of an advantage going your way.
Back in up top. Gabby definitely feeling the effects of March being mitigated here.
Exactly.
That CS split is just going to continue to grow unless they can change something.
Well, they're having such a hard time because they've also blocked out that small camp too. So March can't even go pull. At least now the wave is going to push in. So Gabby will get some time under the tower. And March trying to make sure. Oh, he's going for that last click. No, couldn't get the rage creep back there.
Not quite. Almost.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back mid.
To mid.
Yeah, Armel
still
Step
dead even.
now. Your Admiral is on board.
And that's with 2 more creeps coming his way. Oh, kick.
Double damage
cancel.
Tim's. Okay. Not able to get much there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Went up on 5 minutes.
Yep, just the one death there from March. Another pull down bottom from Bobiga, creating even more space for SCCC. No Tim's there to interrupt it because he saw him in the mid lane. And we start prepping for the 5-minute bounty runes. Can March secure either of these? Gabby in trouble. He'll get helped out here, but that's level 2 purification, so it's a bit scary. But he'll keep morphing strength.
He's gonna live.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And are they gonna
might
split?
I think they missed both bounties though. I think they're not looking at the clock right now. Or they could have had both for Aster, I think.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Yeah, they'll go 1 for 1 up top. And in the bottom, does go 3 for TNC. No. Oh, sorry. Yes, 3 for TNC.
Gabby pressured again here. I mean, now with the phase boots, he's going in for the kill, but more living armor. March recognizing he's not aggressive in this lane, so the 1-0-2 build coming out feels bad when you can't be the aggressor as the train protector, but sometimes when they commit all of this for the deforestation, that ends up being what happens. Tim's rotating through mid.
At least you can do something. You know, they just start chipping at that tower. Now initiation onto Storm, but Fade is here. Not a long enough disable. Puck still able to jaunt.
Oh, he saw him place that ward, maybe? Oh, no, he didn't. That was Tim's pinging. Jeez, March's courier died too?
Yep. XXS invaded at the right time.
He's playing super well this on. Although the Morph has caught back up in terms of last hit. Net worth isn't that great though. He's 600 behind the Omni Knight, so a lot of those neutrals probably making up the last hits there. Tim's hasted up coming bottom, but it's a level 3 Puck and a level 4 Beastmaster, so
this is tough. 5 Night Stalker. It's also nighttime.
First mover of this game will probably be the Puck. I think they're gonna wait till Puck is 6. I don't really expect the Beastmaster to just like get 6 and try and roar the Storm Spirit in the jungle or something. I think you really want that Dream Coil in combination with the Beastmaster. I don't think the Puck does enough pre-level 6. Gonna TP in now mid to try and capitalize on this.
Storm hits 6 just in time, putting pressure onto Armel, but not enough for a kill.
Yeah, he didn't want to go for the boat. He thought about it, and he's like, yeah, this isn't going to be enough damage. The Puck won't be here in time. I mean, he's 1-1-1 on the Puck. He does not do much damage. Does try for the stack and gets it. Just in the nick of time there.
Very quiet game.
Just maxing and relaxing.
Interesting how the net worth is spreading out too. Whoa, Gabby just gets destroyed as Fade rotates. That was clutch.
He was like full HP. Just wasn't respecting the 230 pure damage. Ends up being the issue there. I mean, that's also a level 5 Rubik. He was only 4, I'm pretty sure, when he went for the Fade Bolt, but not giving quite a bit enough breadth there on the HP bar. And oh, that's a great item for Night Stalker. Gets the trusty shovel. Did he get it though? Oh, he did get it. I think Tim's just tried to steal it.
Fights happening down bottom. Puck's okay. And up tap, Gabby and XXS battling over these neutrals.
So I think we've now missed both kills. Of our 2 kills in 8 minutes, we've managed to avoid both of them. So congratulations to us.
Hey, whoa! I caught the Gabby kill. I saw that whole thing.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Missed the first one, but
hey, whoa! Sorry, I didn't mean to slander you. I apologize. Dude, that courier looks like it's smoked. That Desert Sands Baby Roche
does look like it's smoked.
Getting legit confused there.
All
right, well, the trees have respawned up top. Life's good again here for March, at least most of them.
Oh, wow. All right, they got Baboka down bottom. Looks like a rotation from Armel. We'll just head back mid. No, Tim's is going to take mid.
They got him with the boat. Gabby, again, is playing real aggressive, eats a purification, but he will be all right. Oh, a brooch for Storm. Yo. That's nice.
Beastmaster very close to his level 6.
Trusty shovel looks like TP. How unfortunate.
I like that they're trying to give Tim some space, but Aster have the same idea. They park Fade mid, and he finds his level 6.
Your admiral is on board.
And now RML, boot back, Storm Spirit's here. They're going to surround him. It's a 3-on-1, but this Kunk is tanky, not tanky enough. Kill for Baboka. Gets by vengeance now.
Yeah, finding him without the boat, and also 30 seconds till daytime, so they're trying to secure the capture on both. I think XXS is going to be fine to get the top one. They kind of missed the timing last time on the bounty rune, so hopefully they're more well prepared this time. A preemptive hawk is laid down here from TNC. They'd like to contest the bottom outpost if they can. I think unlikely to get the top one.
Denied.
But Gabby could just full strength morph and go for it, and that's what he's going to do. XSS is just going to go for the rune. He's going to back off.
Double.
Alright, the battle could be down bottom. There's the boat onto SCCC. Night Stalker's in trouble. Silenced, X'd, and he will fall.
They're going to get both outposts.
Too far. A prize.
This is big for TNC.
Storm here with the DD, though.
First one, but that denies a decent chunk of XP.
And wastes Storm's rotation. He's coming down here with his DD room, but you can't really go into the tree line and try and start a fight versus all this vision. Oh. Oh no! Oh, I thought that. Oh yeah, Portman Shield's stolen.
He sniped
KP.
Dire structure.
Snags. They're neutral. I actually thought that was the Kunkas because he hit it with the torrent.
Oh, there we go. The jump from Chuan. They want Armel. No boat. They've got it. Is that a stolen Primal Roar? Now the ultimate from Baboka. They pull the tree back in. March with nowhere to go. Certain to fall. That's 2 for Aster.
Oh. Similar to the early black hole, just throw it out there with the white hole. Snag yourselves a secondary follow-up kill. Especially because your Night Stalker is not going to have ulti again for another 2 minutes, so no point in you having it.
Pretty dope when your Rubik steals Primal Roar at 11 minutes. Makes,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Setting up team fights pretty easy, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, Fade is one of the higher skilled people now relegated to the 5, if you can even call him the 5. I mean, him and Boboka split farm pretty equally in a lot of the games that we've seen. But Fade, of course, was one of the more popular Chinese players just like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Spirit Vessel queued up. Great against the Morphling.
Yeah, someone's got to buy it.
Against the Morphling.
Not really anyone else that can.
Oh yeah, I guess Omni could.
He's got more important things in the mind, though. Once those drums, those early game items to help out his Night Stalker. Night Stalker, SCCC still aiming for the 17-minute Aghanims, I think was his last one. So, see if he can match that once again. Looks like he'll probably be a little bit further behind, I think, this time. Like 18 or 19 minutes. But that all depends on the next nighttime.
He's thinking about a Necro book. How are you liking the Necronomicon these days?
What are you talking about? Who? Oh, the Beastmaster. Sorry, I thought you meant the NS for a second.
Okay,
what do I think about Necro? What are the benefits of Necro? Well, if they stun the Morphling, or sorry, the Storm Spirit and burn his mana, that's pretty hype.
Yeah. It does let you split push. Lets you farm jungle and stuff very quickly. You feel a little Lycan-esque, you know, you can punish after fights with your little bit of zoo, but
While I'm around.
against Coddle, the Necro books are maybe a little less intimidating. You have ways to deal with them, so you can't just rat objectives.
Yeah, getting blinded. I assume they do half damage to the Ignis as well.
They should.
Yeah.
Well, maybe KP knows something we don't. That would be hacks if it's like the answer against Coddle. It just feels like a relatively expensive and somewhat underwhelming item, though. I don't know what else you would get, like Solar Cresty type stuff.
You know, if you guys are in pubs, that's the answer, by the way. It's Snapfire. Just throwing it out there. You got Phoenix or you got Coddle on the enemy team. You hit him with that Snapfire real good. 6 free attacks that can hit Egg and Ignis.
Well, that sounds silly.
Yeah, it's really nice. You're like the only hero that can solo a max level Ignis. Till the talent comes out and then you just cry again. Actually, it's only 1 now, so it's fine.
Interesting choice from Kunkka. Goes straight Halberd. Pretty big fan of this. We were talking about how good Sanj feels yesterday. Yeah. Like fast Halberd on a hero like Kunkka. It just lets you be so beefy.
Middle tower is under attack.
You're running the game, man.
I'm not sure why Chuan just tipped KP. If I had to guess, he probably killed his Hawk with a remnant or something in a camp.
Radiant structures
Trying to find a spot in the trees, but nowhere to go. Freebie for Gabby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Hit him with the
attack.
GG tree.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
GG.
No threat of rotations, and they're gonna start diving top. Now March is here in the tree line with his ulti.
Tower has fallen.
Trying to get the living armor. You don't ever want to give up a tower for free when you have tree and protector on your team.
He's trying to slow him down as best he can.
I mean, they
don't have a glyph.
They have TP on the Beastmaster and the Kunkka, but they're not deeming it worth.
Dire's top
I guess the
tower
call is
has
move into the
fallen.
tier 2 down bottom. They do force that glyph.
Dire's
No
structures
necro book
are
yet.
fortified.
Well, what they could do is, if they try and fight, so, okay, they're scanning, they say there's no one here. So SCCC, if he tries to TP down bottom because he wants to fight there, March has the vision from this ward and he's going to try and cancel it. Oh, my bad.
That's Triple C just going to keep farming. Oh, cancels the TP himself.
Oh, okay. Whoopsie.
Oh, wow.
Looks like it didn't end up mattering.
I don't know if TNC even saw it. That was a super quick cancel.
No, they didn't see it. They had no vision in the camp where he was.
Yeah. Well, a little misplay will go unnoticed.
It might not have been. It might have been that there's a Radiant ward over here. I think that ward might have scared of the fact that they were going to be too far gone and the storm wasn't going to zip for it because your mana pool isn't enough to zip. Like, he was all the way over here. He'd have to zip and stun someone. Now, mind you, they can get a little bit closer.
There you go.
A lot easier when it's one guy and not three, that's for sure. Oh, nice ward there. Beastmaster getting out-visioned by the defensive jungle ward.
That's Triple C jumps in the back line, sets up for the storm, but March is there with the counterplay. Do they have the follow-up damage? GA from Omni-Knight. Aster is still committed here. Storm survives. Primal Roar comes out, but Coddle with the Ignis. Morphling now jumping in. Vortex by the storm. Chuan able to make it to the low ground. Is he going to live here? Puck might jaunt and get him. Tim's on the chase, finds the kill.
Just got him.
Gabby forced to move back, is in the back line, is Beastmaster's low. He will fall, and Night Stalker makes it back away. Let's see Rubik. He does have the TP.
Oh, they axed him. He got the vision from the torrent.
Okay. Now, Fade definitely going to be done for here.
He fully bought out at least. So, he didn't lose anything. But
Good try.
I'm not sure who won that out. Kind of missed the first fight recap.
Same.
Let's say it was probably the Dire, because SCCC got the kill on March, and they got the kill on Chuan, right, with that last one, and then the kill onto Fade, so looks like it was a TNC victory. But if there's any bright sides for Aster, it is the fact that Night Stalker got some kills and got out, and that is going to accelerate his Aghanims. He's only 400 gold away, and then that's when this hero really comes up.
That fight's now shifted things for TNC to be a lot more top-heavy, and I think they're okay with that. Warfling and Kunkka, top of the charts. They don't really mind if this Beastmaster slows down his momentum some.
I don't know who you give the net to this game. I guess March?
Probably. He's got the most bandwidth to use it.
He finally gets the branch from, or the Ironwood tree rather, from Gabby. Gabby was holding on to that thing for the stats. Finally March is like, oh yes, that item that is very good for me. Oh, and he gets a dragon scale. All right, well, it was worth the wait then.
KP still without this Necro book though. Glad he's prioritizing the jungle.
I saw Kazu was tweeting about one of the matches. There was an Ironwood tree on a timber saw, and he was placing them on the other side of people and timber chaining, and like using it for badass plays.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that.
that is pretty nice.
I think it was Alliance. I think he said it was 3-3 doing it. Because it has like 800 range that you can plant the tree. It's way further than you think, as you can see by
I just
highlighting
moused over it.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. It's basically the same as Overgrowth.
Yeah, there you go. So as expected, about 18 or 19 minute Aghanims. It does come out at 18 and a half. And immediately they smoke. They have the Will-O-Wisp. They're looking for the big kill. That would be the Morphling ideally. But any kill into the tower will be considered acceptable. They don't go for the quick drop. Instead, they will just find March.
Not the target they were hoping for, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they did get the 2 charges onto Fade.
Tower is under
So
attack.
nice for the next fight versus a Gabby. Any pick off that adds more charges to Fade is going to be extra value for the side of Aster. It's just like such a good item versus a Morphling. Does already have the Manta, so he will have to at least play around that.
And back to the tower we go. Dragon Scale helping things out.
Now the whole point of this Agnus too is that it helps you farm up that Blink Dagger really fast, and then he just silences the Blinks on the more.
Initiation, Tim's with a coil on 2, but GA there to counter it. That's Triple C pushing into the back line. Now the Fattest comes out, connects on 3. This is huge from the Coddle. TNC starting to retreat. Everyone's still alive, but they will isolate Armel finally. Coco's Rom doing a little bit of work. He's on the run. He gets the living armor.
Yeah, but that's Air Vestal still keeping him low. Fade.
After all that,
the stolen
it's
roar
just
too.
a dead company.
Dyer's
He's just
middle
holding it.
tower has fallen.
Beautiful fight from Aster.
Is under attack.
Exactly what they needed. Taking the tower, getting a core pick off, and just as daytime's coming up, they went 1 for 1 on the outposts, but they'll get some bounties.
Gold remains.
4K net worth now.
Oh my. This is cool.
XP is pretty even. Small lead for Aster. That's one aspect where TNC have been keeping up just fine. Tim's thinking
Remember when the Night Stalker Ags was 4-second cooldown? It's crazy how it still feels so strong.
Yeah.
He's nearly at that Blink Dagger though. And his ulti's going to be up by the time he has it, so they can take one more good fight. TNC trying to punish that right now when it comes to these cooldowns. But remember, they have that roar potential from Fade, so a gank could get quickly turned around here. Will-O-Wisp gone for 30 seconds. Free Courier if they want it, they'll take it. And now they want Bobica.
He's got a Force Staff though. March on the way in.
Oh, he doesn't have ulti.
But Boca boops him, gets the blind, eats through the trees. Making a lot of space right now. They're still going to kill him, but he forces a Dream Coil out.
Under attack.
Man, it's a good thing they're punishing the fact they have no cooldowns, because they would all get
Primal Roar on Puck. There's the overgrowth out of March. Buyback on Coddle. They're trying to retreat. Storm with a long zip, saving some mana, grabs the Vortex. Armel still in trouble, I think.
They got
Tied
Will-O-Wisp
in the
now,
tree
too.
line, going to try to heal him up, but I doubt this will be enough. And see you later, Mr. Kunkka. Tanky mother.
That was a bit ambitious of a dive. Again, yes, they knew they had no cooldowns, and they're trying to punish that, and they're feeling like they're a little bit behind this game, which they are, but painful stuff there. And not worth the death and then buyback of the Keeper of the Light. Keeper just basically transferred his net worth to his allies that got the kills by feeding for that. And now you have a 16 charge Bloodstone Storm Spirit.
Pipe also on Omni. Getting a little nervous for TNC here.
All right, so he has the Grove Bow, which is going to give the minus 12% magic resistance to the opponent he's attacking. And then with the Bloodstone right now, he has 24.5% spell amp. Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Go ahead and second that. At first, I thought you meant the Grove Bow on Morphling. It's like, yeah, that is sort of cool, I suppose, with a shotgun, but pretty far from the shotgun. Actually, all right, not as far as I thought. He's got 3K gold.
Yeah, but what's he gonna buy?
You think he'll go straight BKB?
I don't know. I don't think he can afford to. Oh, only gets to stay on the phase. Not the one he wanted, but Tim's still gonna go down here.
I think you're getting to the point where you need to do something a little riskier. I think you need to try to find some pickoffs with a E-Blade, and maybe you can start clawing your way back to some momentum for the team.
If there was a better hero to morph into, maybe he could afford the BKB first, but I think he has to go for the E-Blade. And yeah, oh, he's already picked up the Eagle Song anyway.
There you go.
Invisibility.
Tower going down up top.
Structures are fortified.
They have okay. They do have 4 staff on Tim's, so they definitely need 4 staffs to try and save this Morphling before his BKB. Because if he gets caught up inside that Night Stalker, because like Night Stalker is just gonna blink on him. That's his whole role in these team fights. The previous fights he also didn't have the max levels in Crippling Fear yet, but now we've reached that. So he went from a 5-second silence to a 7-second silence. And they also have a 4 staff on the Caudal, so we'll see if they can kind of keep the Morphling trapped off of that.
Gets a D ward.
KP.
KP sitting on the level 1 Necro book and now just switching over to Pipe. Realizing they need some way to deal with this magical damage.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to just keep the level 1 Necro. It's a really good farming item. And then you just try and get the more important items after. And then eventually you can get the 3.
Good value out of that fight.
Dyer's
Super close, 400 gold.
Yeah, they're not going to rush anything. They're not going to like force out their ulti. They could just take a fight right now, right? Because sometimes you want to use your ulti before nighttime, but you don't really want to rush it that hard. Obviously, you get more benefits than just turning it into night. You get the big flight and everything, so you don't see Night Stalkers like force the issue quite as hard at the end of a daytime now.
bottom tower has fallen.
It is rune time, though. And even perhaps...
Stupendous!
Yeah, you see the line drawn by SCC, right? He says, okay, we're going to go up here, we're going to ward, we're going to de-ward, and then we're going to take Roche. That's the plan.
Oh, maybe audible here.
Looks like they spotted someone, did they?
Hawking KP, and they just double back, commit to the original trajectory.
Oh, Armel.
And here's the target that they wanted to find. They're gonna have plenty of damage. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. BKB gets popped. Living armor. Backside, Morphling goes in. Now he gets silenced. There's the Manta. Ignis is there though. Morphling in trouble. He's barely surviving and down. It's the end of Gabby. No buyback. KP gonna be in the front lines now. Puck chucks an orb, but a stolen primal ward gives him a taste of his own medicine. 2 down as Aster make it work in mid lane.
It happened, didn't it? Bobaca force-stabbed SCC into the Morphling. Because the Morphling got force-stabbed, and then SCC was just still right on top of him. I think he got forced as well. Just kept the spacing. I mean, the sleep obviously didn't hurt either, but this looks exactly like the last time they picked Night Stalker Caudal. They just hit their timings and ran the game down. Like, right now, they might want to back.
Lively now.
There's only 30 seconds left. It's a tree. You have 2,900 gold on your Night Stalker. Please don't take a fight when you're sitting with such empty net worth. There's an entire basher for the next one.
Now you got 2 bounties sitting. Right now you're controlling both outposts, so just head back, grab those. I'm with you. You've already got a great lead. You're crippling everyone except the Morphling right now, and you just killed him. So feeling pretty good, though it is always scary. Always scary giving him space. Storm now with the Orchid. So, you know, not going to beat that Manta timing or anything, but there are too many things for the Morphling to Manta right now.
Right.
And I think that's the
very annoyed.
general strategy for Aster.
Jeez, we still have half duration on another roar here from Fade. This time level 2. And so he's still going to have that for another, what, 90 seconds? Yeah. He's only kept level 1 in the spell steal.
The dragon scale's growing on me a little bit. Does feel like Aster able to siege a little bit more easily against the tree. It's not perfect, but it definitely helps ticket those living armor charges.
On board.
Hey, it's better than an empty slot.
Well said.
Well, if you remember, there's no charges anymore in living armor as well. That's gone, my friend.
Oh my god, the bash! Are you serious? Hey, well, that puck just got... That was... Sorry, Tims. Sorry, bud.
Wow. I mean...
Radiant's bottom tower is
all right, what can you do? You buy the item, and then he rolls the bash on you. No, that is way too good.
Yeah, dude, they keep moving living armor all around. You're right, it is no charges. I totally forgot about that.
It's okay, buddy, I got you.
Keeping me honest. Is it better now or worse than before? I can't really tell. It feels underwhelming.
It's better in most scenarios. Or sorry, I guess it's worse in most scenarios, but it's better versus those specific counters.
Yes. Okay. That's fair. Oh, Kunkka.
I mean, look, they're waiting on the X2.
Like, I think we know where Armel's going to be in a couple of seconds.
It's just such an impossible lineup to split push versus right now. Although, if March goes hunting, he will find a bounty rune. But he doesn't want to die because he knows their initiation range is ridiculous.
A little surprised they haven't gone for Roche.
Zip!
Maybe they don't kill it that quick, but...
Yeah, but it's also not, like, super slow either.
Yeah. All right, well, they're going to move in right now, so there you go.
They started on it, but then they saw the top lane getting pushed in and said, oh, we just get a free kill.
Yeah, especially if it's on the 1 or the 2. It's pretty darn tempting. 21 Bloodstone charges on the Storm Spirit. This train's a-rolling. 4, 1, and 8 on Schwan.
To get back in this game, they need to find the pickup on him before the BKB. But of course, that's why you get an Aegis, and look, that's what March went for that bounty rune. And Chuan zipped over there.
Immortality
To make sure that he wouldn't take the outpost as well. Now they're pinging it. And Boba's saying he might come back and try and steal that outpost. But he's not going to opt for it. Instead, March is just trying to keep this top wave pushed out.
They will suffer.
TNC should just be happy to keep an outpost, frankly, at the 30-minute mark.
Morphling is starting to close in on that BKB timing, though.
I mean, he's
hasn't really done much with the shotgun, but Aster are giving him a lot of breathing room. Greater Fairy Fire, too. Not the worst thing for Morphling to have.
Another phase shift there. Force is still there, but Tim's just can't find it.
Don't worry.
Tim.
Piece of bristles shall I waste?
Not the most important kills, though, honestly. Tim can afford to take a couple of tumbles.
As long as the Morphling is still farming, yes, but it is still like Aster, you know, choking them out, getting more net worth, and whenever they do get these kills, they're just like fully committing down the lane. And oh wow, that BKB came pretty fast for Storm. He was like 2k gold away momentarily ago.
A Bloodthorn going to be up next. I think Aster are ready. This is the time.
It is, and they're also not in a huge rush either, though. Like, there's still plenty of time in this game where the Morphling is going to have a very hard time. Like, if he goes back for the Scythe or something.
Not
so. Aster, they don't need to go do anything too crazy, but I would think that, yes, they should be able to close out that bottom tier 2. I'm kind of surprised they didn't commit down the lane. They really don't want to lose this top tier 1 or mid tier 1 here. They keep going back for it. All right, so they know March just threw out the brambles, but no. Finally, someone's just saying, guys, can we please just go in the game? I'm not sure what this whole play was. They just kind of ran in a big circle.
They're kind of wandering around enemy jungle or hoping that somebody from TNC is going to be caught wildly out of position. It's an ambitious hope. I guess to be fair, they have caught the Kunkka a couple of times.
Oh, speaking of catching, March.
5, yep, Strong grabs.
Oh, that's why he went to the Coddle. Okay, Coddle just passed him that gem. That was pretty smart. Because they knew he'd been lingering here the whole time. He keeps showing with the bramble.
Yep. Well, he captured the outpost not that long.
Yep.
Okay, nice little pick there. 19-6. Their gold lead isn't really growing, though. The last couple minutes have been pretty steady, and now the smoke, so maybe this will be the moment to break something open.
All right, can they kill SCCC? He doesn't have a BKB, but he does have like 4,000 health.
He's not an easy
because that's only when he's hitting the base. All right, well, that was KP.
He said only as if that's some sort of really rare resource that they have. I mean, only during the uptime of Heavenly Grace.
He gets 600 extra HP.
Yeah, I mean...
Whoa, from downtown, that ward's paying off.
Oh, Timmy again.
Oh my god, that last hit.
Pity, Pat.
Good god, he does so much damage. 23 charges now. How much did that last overload do?
Now they might finally look to take this tier 2 tower. Losing the Aegis pretty soon. I want to see a good BKB battle. I want to see all these freshies.
His amp now like completely cancels out magic resistance. He basically does pure damage with his spells now. That is crazy.
Tier 2 going down quick.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
All wands will break.
Got 30 seconds on Aegis.
Here I am.
March, what are you doing?
Only thing he can do.
Just brambling?
Yep, force one of these lanes. That's the only goal of a Treant Protector at this point in the game.
Bottom tower.
Interrupted by Fade. Sets it up for the Storm. That'll be another easy kill. Look at that. March got 300 damage on the tier 3. This doesn't look very fun.
No, this is not an enjoyable game to play if you're on TNC. Your team has 6 kills. You're just like throwing bodies at lanes trying to push it out. These guys are just, I mean, you waited out the Aegis, but it's about to be nighttime. At this point, SCCC is probably just going to wait for the next Aegis and the BKB. Because once he has BKB, like, I mean, what are they going to do? This guy's just going to absolutely obliterate them.
Yeah.
I don't really like the idea of going high ground with a Night Stalker without the BKB. I mean, sure, they would probably win. I'm sure they know that, and the fight would probably go fine, but what if you die as this Night Stalker, you know?
You're not scared at all about this Morphling getting to that point? Like he's got Lincoln's coming up next?
I'm not scared as long as my cores keep farming like this outside the map and get the next Aegis. Then I don't think it matters how farmed the Morphling's going to be during the next push.
All right.
Maybe like 2 or 3 pushes from now, he can do some shenanigans, but I don't think they have the team damage to do much here.
Yeah,
Like an
Kunkka's
AC from Armel would help, but overall their damage is pretty minimal.
Kunkka's making pretty slow progress, but there is an Eggs on Tim's now, so that Dream Coil does some pretty serious damage.
Oh, that's pretty nice. SCCC,
Something.
perhaps seeing that, says, I don't even want a BKB, I want a Nullifier. That's a good way to end Morphling's life.
Double damage.
SCCC leading the way, has the Radiant Observer Ward here too, has the ulti ready to pop.
Look at Fade making the jukes. He jumps across the whole
Fade, baby.
He's not going to live, but now SCCC is here. Storm with the zip, the Ignis. BKB from Armel will keep him alive, but will not save the Beastmaster. Now GA, BKB from Gabby still on. Trying to man up, but TNC just don't seem to have the damage. Starting to retreat. March gets brought down. It's a 4v3 left. Still some mana left on Chuan. A lot of Bloodstone charges here and a double damage rune. Armel gets dropped.
Like he's swapping in his clarities right now.
Gabby lives, but you can feel that damage difference. Look at that, only 5k, and most of it came from the Morphling.
Thanks.
I mean, he had to
At the
morph.
beginning of the fight with that E-Blade.
Yeah, plus he morphed into the Omni and just healed himself. That also did quite a bit of damage in a circle around him, but not much to really matter.
I think it's just too much on the back of the Morphling now. The Kunkka doesn't really feel like a core. His damage output is pretty weak. He's gone for all these utility items.
Yeah, just intimidating Dota, the master.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
And now a
tower
Nullifier.
has fallen.
Tier 3 down. They just retreat.
All right, we're gonna get an instant roach spawn to put these guys to rest, or what? What you saying, Valve?
Nope. 230. Oof. That's tough.
Dude, was that rock always there blocking the clock? What happened there? Did they just make that rock when they got rid of the mango trees being put in there?
They must have.
I don't remember that rock being like right there.
No, now they need to adjust the clock down now.
Valve, can we just get a digital clock?
please?
It's 2020. Okay. The kids, the Zoomers, they don't understand. I just want a big floating digital number.
I want to get an iWatch and use an analog display on it just to be a... I can barely read analog clocks now. It's a struggle. I mean, I can, but it takes me longer than it should.
I have a bunch in my house, so I don't... There was a while where I didn't have any in my house, and so it would take me a second, but now I just have so many around the house that it's back to the normal recognition.
We have one, but it's for display purposes only. The batteries died 2 years ago, and we never changed them. So
that is the least surprising thing you've said all day.
But it looks cool. It's like got a little world map on it.
Does it look cool when it doesn't have the right time?
Hey man, everyone's got a cell phone.
Well,
No
we're
one's
in
looking at that thing
international
for the time.
business, so that's actually on Tokyo time. It's not moving. Yeah, there's a pause over there.
I think legit in 3 years, my dad is the only person who noticed. Oh my, they get another catch. This is a big one. Kunkka, BKB, TP, not gonna happen. We've got an Abyssal Blade, baby. And now they're gonna chase him down. Oops, over the hill. Made a no, the great chase will commence and result in a dead Armel.
Yeah, but Tim's got that bounty room. And, well, he died for it. Sorry, Dad.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my. So, how you guys doing? Y'all having fun out there?
Now, I would get a grandfather clock. I'm not gonna lie. That would be a cool collector's item. You know, you gotta be of a certain age, but grandfather clocks are pretty cool.
Yeah, we got one of the cars. I don't know. It's on that host. There's a wood there. KP.
TNC are just... They're falling apart quickly here. That's...
My waters rise.
Okay, at least go even on the outpost. That's a small...
I mean, if they somehow win this game, I think I'm just officially done with this patch.
Double damage.
I can't handle
94%.
another one of these comebacks.
Here I am.
Oh, well, no, never mind. We're good. You got the lamp.
Gonna be an easy Roche. Aegis Cheese. Storm, although he's having some slot issues here.
Radiant.
Yeah, they're gonna give the Aegis to SCCC.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. He doesn't have BKB. Hey, to be fair, he does have like 0.5k HP, so...
A straight front line into.
Yeah.
Storm has really not been threat of dying, so...
I think we should buff Aegis. Are you down for an Aegis buff?
How?
20% status resistance.
It gives you status resistance.
Yeah, 20%. Buff Aegis. Aegis feels like it's not even that good anymore. It feels like you have to get it to go high ground, and then your whole team gets wiped anyway, because high ground's so hard.
Yes, it does feel like we've watched a number of games where teams bait themselves with the Aegis, thinking it's like, all right, we're in, and then you kind of just, it doesn't change the dynamic of your team fight in a lot of situations. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't know. That sounds okay.
20 sounds a little busted. I was just throwing a number out there. I wasn't really thinking.
It might need to scale a little bit with later Roches. You're getting all these extra.
Oh, now you're talking. I hear you, buddy, as Tim just goes down. You want 1% status resistance per minute.
The dead of night.
Can you imagine how broken that would be? How about per 2 minutes? So it'll be 20% at 41 minutes.
Okay, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So at 100 minutes, we'll have a 50% status resistance.
I'm more like concerned about what are we doing with tier 5 items. That seems to be the real. Games don't go to 75 minutes, and then they do, and these really weird items pop out that.
I heard that game was crazy earlier. I guess there was a, what's the thing called, Fusion Rune or something? The Fusion Rune one with the Apex. The Drow had an Apex, by the way, which increases your primary attribute by 80%.
And then the one, it just gives you all of the runes, right?
Yeah, the Fusion
Is it on
rune.
charges? I can't remember.
It's Consume.
Okay, it is Consume, yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the crazier ones. I think we might have talked about that on a podcast or something of like, this is a game changer if you get it in the right circumstance on the right hero. Like, I don't know if I want them to come out any earlier. It just seems so... It's just weird. It's such a small sample size.
I just noticed it doesn't even say on it, but it is 3 charges.
3 charges. There you go.
Yes. I was just highlighting over it, and I was like, oh, why isn't it shown? But yeah. Oh, Tim's has managed to work his way up to Boots of Travel. There's only one way to play this game for them, and that is it.
I mean, I don't think the Tim's deaths matter. He smoked.
He just TP'd to the wave, killed it, and then smoked so he can take this outpost so they can't TP in behind him, and now he's going to go back to pushing this wave.
All right. I mean, I don't think the deaths matter. If he is getting some gold out of it to make item progression, he's getting some XP, he's pushing out lanes. Who gives a shit if he dies? They can't really do anything while he's in the well.
They didn't need to farm the rest of their neutral items, right? Oh, actually, they got those? No, they need one more. Ooh, the Radiant got 2 good ones in a mid tier. They have the Shaco, the Knife, and the Cape.
Is the Shaco considered good?
Yeah, I would say it's considered pretty damn good.
Finders, keepers.
Yeah, I'll take that trade-off any day.
Be fearless.
I like it on heroes like Rubik. Like, the guy's got 1,800 mana, you know?
Now, better question, is it Shaco or Shaco? Because I've always said Shaco, but I don't know if that's right.
It's a real thing. It's those marching band hats. It's Tim's.
Yeah.
Tim's decks don't really matter. .TNC goes down again. Oh, he's 65 gold short of buyback. Someone get to a bounty rune. Of course, at that point, he'll only have 20 seconds left. All right, we have a minute left on the Aegis. We have a Heavenly Graced Night Stalker.
We've got a 30k network lead.
50% status resistance.
Prime throw territory here.
We're going to get our first round prime throw territory.
Melee barracks taking damage. There's the glyph.
Now, where's the Treant Protector? Don't let that go down.
Oh, he's healing it. That's some living armor.
Heal it up. You're actually turning into a Canadian. It's so sad.
You can do it. All right, it's down. They finally get their first barrack. Still a 2-2 in the bottom lane there. So certainly no megas. They're not even going to get the range racks. They see Puck respawning. They're like, all right, guys, let's not get too crazy.
Our 40-minute Aegis secured of 1 melee racks. All right, now they're going in, though. This is the big one. This is the LT. Armel, he's the first to be found.
Oh, yeah. That's a target they want.
They want more.
They're going to completely blow him up. No options. He does have the buyback.
Chuan's in. Oh my God. Oh, he runs.
KP in big trouble now. Vortex all over. This Beastmaster is just doomed. 2 down.
March is acting all cool, but Coddle knows, and he has Gem. And he just grasped. Both of them might just ult this. It's so tempting, but he doesn't want to waste it.
It's a pretty long cooldown for Coddle.
I mean, he's literally pinging him. He's like, I know he's there, guys. I want to do it.
Ping that double damage rune instead.
Yeah, they just need to keep these creeps alive. Take the tower, go high ground, take the tier 3.
Invisibility.
Tron gonna be upset that he finds a DD and an Invis. DD okay, but Invis not what he was hoping for.
Everyone in the game with buyback right now.
Oh, thank goodness. So it's not over?
Well, tier 3, and they're just gonna back out. They see those buybacks, Trent, and they go, you know what, guys? Let's just go for a pickoff on March instead. Chuan finally shuts them down.
He's just gonna send the Mind Stealer or the Mind Breaker back home.
He's having some real first world problems here with the inventory.
It's a hard life, you know.
Well, you got to keep space for the clarities, you see.
He's got boots of travel now, getting rid of the treads, so.
I mean, Aster are playing this very safe, but do you feel like they're playing it a little too safe almost? I mean, how much of a lead do they need to confidently finish off these structures? We're pushing 40k.
I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't see a point where TNC are scary.
I don't really either. I mean, what is... Okay, Morphling right-clicks this satanic. Who gives a shit? What does it change? I mean, it makes him a little tankier, but they're just killing all of his friends at this point. It doesn't even matter if he gets a shotgun pick off on a Rubik or something.
Well, to that end, then I don't know. I don't really feel like they're being too safe. I think theoretically, if anyone should have TNC probably should have just GG'd out at this point. That's what I would say. I don't see any way you win this game. Like, this is your guy you're trying to hold the game on right here. He's just gonna die.
Well, maybe.
He's not here. He's not gonna die.
He's trying to do it again. Gabby against the team. No.
Oh, he didn't have TP anyway. Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well, I'm starting to agree with you here. Given that Gabby was their big raid boss that was supposed to be hard to deal with, they just dealt with him. I don't think there's an item that he can buy that'll change it. He picks up a Scotty.
You know what the problem is? There's tier 5 items. That's the real issue. Theoretically, if you can drag it out to 70 minutes, net worth doesn't matter. Because you can get enough gold and 3 neutral items to kit your heroes that they're basically 6 slotted, even if you're so far behind.
No sorceries avail.
So that's probably why, you know, you don't GG. But yeah, I would agree that Aster probably played a little too safe.
They've got this in the bag at this point. That's Triple C finally on the high ground.
This talent's so good.
That attack speed?
Yeah. Look how fast he hits.
It's like a little alchemist. Buyback. Shaky on the outside, but Ignis comes down. Immediately on that buyback there. It's just a slaughter. They lose KP in the blink of an eye. There's no damage coming out from TNC at all right now.
How much damage do you think they'll have done to the end of this team fight?
I'm going to go with about 1,500.
Okay, that sounds a little low. I'm gonna go with like 2,300. Oh, we're not gonna find. Oh, there it is. All right, it was 4,400. That was more than I expected.
More than I expected. Most of it came from the Kunkka. All right, Kunkka's got a cleave. That's kind of.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. That's true.